Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Mr. Abdul Abbas, your economics teacher from City Model College. How are you at home and your family? I pray that Allah should increase us in knowledge and should make us better Muslim. Last time, we have ended our discussion on public corporations. But today, inshallah, we shall look at corporate societies, which is the last topic under business organizations. So, what is meant by corporate societies? A corporate society is defined as a voluntary business organization in which a group of individuals with common interests put their resources together to promote the economic welfare of their members in production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. So when we look at this definition, we have been made to know that a corporate society is a voluntary business organization. Is voluntary, that is not compulsory to join this business. So it's a voluntary organization in which a group of people, a group of individuals with common interests. So mean that those that are found in the society, they are those that are having similar or common interests. So they are those ones that will now pull their resources together, that is their capital, they will pull it together in order to promote the economic welfare of their members. So in production, it might be in production, distribution, consumption of goods and services. So pulling their capital together to promote the economic welfare of their members in production might be that the resources that or the materials that each of the producer is using, we might say a producer or the producer individually might not have enough money in buying the materials, so they will now put their money together to buy these materials, and they are going to make it available for the members to use. That is pulling their capital together or resources together to promote the economic welfare of their members in production. And it might be in distribution. So we have a situation in which an individual in production might not have that resources in distributing its goods to those that are going to buy it. So the members will come together, they put their money together in order to ensure that what the goods get to final consumers. And also consumption of goods and services. We have sometimes that the members of corporate societies will put their capital or money together. They will now go to either wholesalers or producers in order to buy goods in bulk so as to force down the price. Since if they are able to buy goods in bulk or in large quantities, the price at which they are going to buy it will be reduced compared to when individual member of the corporate societies goes to the market to buy such goods. So those are the benefits that are enjoyed when one has to be a member of corporate societies. Now, what are the features of corporate societies? What are the features? What are the features of corporate? What are the peculiarities? Now, number one is formation. Corporate societies are formed by two or more persons, but there is no stipulated maximum number of persons. So, the minimum number of corporate societies, the number of people that form corporate societies, they are two in number. As the name implies, cooperative, when we say anything that starts with CEO, it has to do with something that has to do with what? Two or more people. So the minimum is two. So the minimum of number of people that can form corporate societies, they are two in number, but there is no maximum. Maximum is not stipulated in the words as far as the existence of society is concerned. Number two, ownership. Corporate societies are owned by people with common interests. So, for example, now the consumers might come together just to ensure that what they buy goods in higher quantity or in large quantities, in order to what to ensure that what the price is reduced. So that might be the reason why the corporate society is formed. Also, Another reason might be that the consumer, those that are having low income, that is low income earners, might come together to save and to make loan available to the members. Also, the farmers might come together to what? To contribute token amount of money from their income in order to be able to what? To buy some materials which each of them, each an individual farmer might not be able to buy because of the what? The price, the huge amount of price that is being what? Being sold in the market. So meaning that ownership now, corporate societies are owned by people with common interests. Number 3, objective. The aim and objective of the society is to promote the interest of their members, nothing more. Just to ensure that what? The interests of their members are promoted. Then number 4, management. The control and management of the society is vested in an elected committee whose members must be members of the society. So those that are going to be managing the corporate societies now, they are those people that have been elected by the members of the corporate societies. So we refer to them as elected committee. So those committees, they are those that will now be managing the corporate societies. Number 5, which is capital. The capital is raised through voluntary contributions from the members. In corporate societies, every member is enjoined to contribute a token amount of money every month. So, and that will be the capital that they are going to be used. They are going to be using in what? In financing the business. Another one is perpetual existence. Perpetual existence. There is continuity in corporate societies. Death or withdrawal of a member cannot bring the organization to an end. So there is continuity. So we have some corporate societies that have been operating maybe 10 years, 20 years. So the death or withdrawal of a member will not bring an end to the end of the society. Another one is registered as a limited liability. The liability is limited to the shares held by individual shareholders. My students, if you do not forget, the time I discussed on all those businesses I've been discussing with you, I've explained what is meant by limited liability. What do you mean by limited liability? Liability is what a business owes outsiders. Liability means what a business owes outsiders. Now, when I now say limited liability, it means that members of the business of corporate society, they are limited to the amount of money or capital they have contributed in the business. Meaning that if there's any problem, maybe the business has been bankrupt. Bankruptcy means unable to pay the debt, or when the business is unable to pay its debts. So in that case, members of the corporate society cannot be sued because they will be limited. That is, what can lose is the amount of capital they have contributed into the business. That's meaning of what? Limited liability. Another feature is democratic in nature. Democratic in nature. The activities of corporate society are democratic in nature. Each member is entitled to one vote, irrespective of the number of shares. So when we look at this, in a situation where there is any decision that needs the members of the world, that needs the attention of members of the world corporate societies, and they need to vote before they can reach a decision. In such wise, each of the member is going to be entitled to one vote, irrespective of what? Irrespective of the position that each of the member is holding. So, unlike in company, if it is in company, limited liability company we have discussed, the number of shares that a shareholder has will determine the number of votes the shareholder will have when we are voting. The number of shares that each shareholder is having will determine the number of votes that shareholder is going to have in voting. But as far as corporate society is concerned, each of the member will have one vote irrespective of number of shares that an individual member is having. So that's the difference between corporate society and company. So democratic in nature, so each member will have one vote, so irrespective of the number of shares they are having. So that's that on what on features of corporate societies. So let us now look at the types. What are the types of corporate societies? The types of corporate societies are producers cooperative society, consumers cooperative society, wholesale cooperative society, retail cooperative society, credit and trade cooperative society, and multipurpose cooperative societies. Let us now look at it one by one. What is producer cooperative society? This society is formed by producers of similar products who organize cooperative production and undertake joint marketing of their products on wholesale or retail basis. They share useful information among members. So when we look at this, one, so this society, producer cooperative society, is formed by producers of similar products. That is, those might be formed by those that are farmers in an area, or those that are producers who are using the same materials or the same machines for production. So also they organize cooperative production and undertake joint marketing of their product on wholesale or retail prices. So they come together to form cooperative societies in order to have a cooperative production. That is, the machines and the other materials they are using, we may all of them might not have that affordability in going to the market to buy materials individually, and that is why they have come together to form cooperative production, in which they are going to put their capital, all their money together to go to the market and buy all those materials, which an individual of them might not be able to buy because of what insufficient capital such an individual might have. So now they share useful information among members. So information that is meant to benefit the members, they share it among among the producers in the cooperative societies. So that's that on what on and I said that it might be formed by farmers or by the producers who are producing similar products. So that's that on what on producers cooperative society. Now another one is number two, consumers cooperative society. This is owned and operated by a group of ultimate consumers who put their resources together to purchase goods and services in large quantities and distribute them mainly to its members. So what is meant by consumer? Consumers are the final users of goods. They are the final users of goods. So in such wise, many of them usually come together in order to be able to put their money together or their resources together to purchase goods and services in large quantities and also then mainly to its members. What we have known to consumer is that they go to the market individually to buy goods, but because of the cooperative society that has been formed by consumer now, they will now put their money together. They will go to the market and buy in large quantities in order to ensure that what the price is reduced. This we have been expressing this among our teachers, maybe in boarding school or in day college. At times, whenever they want to maybe buy maybe provisions or any other materials that all the teachers will need at home, they put their money together. And since we have known that according to chains of distribution, consumers supposed to go to retailer to buy their goods, but because of the consumers cooperative society now, they have put their money together, they have enough capital, they can easily go to either wholesalers or producers in buying the goods. And by this event, it will make them to buy the goods at a very reduced price. So, and this is usually done in consumer cooperative society. They buy goods, they put their money together, they buy goods in large quantity, they will now distribute them mainly to its members, and this will make them to buy these goods at a very reduced price. So that's that on consumer cooperative society. Another one is wholesale cooperative society. This is formed by small scale wholesalers who purchase goods in bulk from the manufacturers at reasonable prices and sell in small quantities to retail cooperatives. They are able to raise large sums of money to finance wholesale purchases when they come together. Now, when we look at this, wholesalers, they come together. Small scale wholesalers, that is, when we say small scale wholesalers, they are those that do not have enough capital to practice their business. So they are wholesalers, but the capital they have is very small, it's not sufficient. So now, because of that, now they pool their money together in order to purchase goods in bulk from the manufacturers at least at reasonable prices. Now, when we look at this, we have some wholesalers in the market. If they are going to buy goods from the producer will give them the amount they can bid in order to what? To have the goods. And these wholesalers, individual wholesalers, might not have that capacity to provide this capital, and that is why many of them will now come together to what? To put their capital together in order to be able to what? Buy goods, these goods from the what? From the producer at the stipulated amount. Because also the whole producer might say, okay, if you want to buy goods from me, you must bring 10 million naira. And an individual wholesaler might not have enough of 10, might not have enough capital, might not have to 10 million. So those that are in what? In the market, that are wholesalers now, will come together, they put their money together in order to what? To be able to get this money available in buying the goods from the producer. Now, so after they have bought, they now sell in what? In small quantity to what? To the retailers. Now, they are able to raise large sum of money to finance wholesale purchases when they come together. That's what they have said, that when they come together, they'll be able to what? To ensure that what? They pool large sum of money to finance their wholesale purchases when they come together. They have better bargaining power to purchase bulk from the manufacturers. Since they have been able to put money together now, they have sufficient capital to buy from the manufacturers. Now, another one is retail cooperative society. Retail cooperative society. This is a contractual organization formed by many small and independent retailers. They put their resources together to enable them buy in bulk and then sell their goods at lower price to members. So it's a contractual organization. What is it? Something is a contractual organization. That is, they are into contracts. And anything that transpire among the retailers are going to be settled by law. That's the meaning of contractual organization. So they are formed by many small and independent retailers. They put their resources together to enable them buy in bulk and then sell their goods at lower prices to members. So meaning that these corporate societies now, they put their resources together, all their money, and also pulling their money together will make them to buy in large quantities, either from the wholesaler or from the manufacturers. We have some retailers, the money, they have enough money, even they don't buy from wholesalers, they buy from producers. And that is what is happening in Shoprite. Most of them do not, they are retailers, they are large scale retailers, so instead of, because of the large amount of money they have, they don't usually buy their goods from the wholesaler, they go straight to the producers because of the large money, and they have the money to both buy in large quantities. So that's, and because of this now, it makes their the price of their product to be cheaper than all the usual retailers in our conventional market like agbeni, gbagi. So it makes their price to be reduced more than those markets. So another number 5 now is credit and thrift society. Credit and Thrift Society. This is an organization of low-income earners who jointly put large resources of funds together by contributing on a weekly or monthly basis. When we look at this, we say credit and thrift. When we say credit, it has to do with loan. When we say thrift, it has to do with savings. Savings, that's loan and savings. Now, this is an organization of low-income earners who usually put large resources of funds together by contributing on a weekly or monthly basis. Now, when we look at this, it has to do with what? With a society, corporate society, that will encourage their members to save from their income. So, the accumulated saving, they will now make it available for their members as loan, and this loan is going to attract low interest rates. So that's the purpose of coming together. These people in corporate society, credit and trade society, they have seen that their income is so low that they might not be able to have access to home to household items, and that's why they now come together. They be saving part of their income, and this income they will now make it available for their members. So, and that's why we call it thrift, credit and thrift society. Now, this type of society encourages saving habits among their members and grant loans to the members out of the accumulated fund. So, out of the fund they have been able to generate from the savings of members, they will now make loan available for any needy members. So, as the loan attracts a low rate of interest, but the interest they are going to be collecting on it will not be much compared to the interest which some banks are collecting on their loan. So that's that on on credit and thrift side. As I've said, thrift means savings while credit means loan. So that's that on credit and thrift society. Last one, which is number 6, multipurpose corporate society. This is a society formed by existing corporate societies. So that's one of the major features. It is an existing society that formed this corporate society. Multiple corporate society undertake any form of corporate society activity that is profitable to the society. So this type of corporate society, they engage in any form of corporate society that society has known that will bring profit to it, and that is how we call it multi-purpose. So they are not into one. At times they might give loan, they might encourage the member to save and give loan to their members, and at times they also might go to the market, they buy goods in large quantities, they distribute among the members. So they engage in any form of businesses that they know that such businesses are profitable to the society. So that's why we call them multipurpose society. And don't forget, we said that they are formed by existing cooperative societies. So inshallah, this is where we are going to stop. We pray that Allah should give us the understanding of what we have discussed and should make us better Muslim. So inshallah, we are going to continue from here in our next lesson.